kitchen or whatever?
Well, you know, all it was me and Emma wanted to be in a band, but we were so useless musically. There was no way we could, like, audition for bands or, like, seriously, we just couldn't play. So we just used to mess around in our kitchen and, like, do cover versions of Blondie songs, like, about half the speed, you know. Hang on, I've just got to change key, like, oh God. And the only reason we got Chris and Stephen was because Steve had never played bass before in his life. So we thought, well, he's not going to slag us off for being a crap musician. And Chris is a bit stupid. No, I didn't mean that.
Chris has got... Miki did.
Chris has got a long history of being in terrible bands, so he couldn't really say anything either.
So it's almost like by default that you've done this well.
Yeah, I thought so.
Despite ourselves.
Literally.
Yeah.
So you must get a real giggle out of this.
That's a good laugh, you know. You get, I don't know. I suppose we're getting better anyway. At least we can play.
Fans of Talk Talk?
I really don't know that much about Talk Talk. When I think of them, so I just think of that, like, really early stuff, some sort of 80s band.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I really knew by them was that song, It's My Life. And when sort of somebody suggested working with him, I thought, you know, I just couldn't really see the connection at all. And then, you know, sort of went and listened to that Colour of Spring album, which is completely different, you know, from the early stuff, so... Yeah. And then, I mean, you know, when you actually meet him, you don't really think about what he's done in the past. You just sort of, he's just like a person who's, you know, trying to do something with you now, so...
Did he flush something out of your sound that, even in your wonderful professional amateurism, that you didn't even realise was there yourself?
Well, I think he did that song, Sweetness and Light, owes a lot to him.
Yeah.
If you listen to the way we used to play it before... He sort of rearranged it. He didn't arrange it, but he rearranged it. You know, if you listen to the way we played it before, compared to the way it is now, you know, it's like 10 times better. He really brought the song out of itself, if you like.
Sweetness and Light. God, I can't even think.
What's in that video?
Miles's Rude Slides. And
oh yeah, that was
the Hellraiser face and
the Fruit Man.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
Fish.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces, you know. Peter Scammell and his woolly ideas.
You sort of throw images out, and should they happen to meld together, then so be it.
We just sort of spent all day in a great big studio, and he'd sort of, every half an hour or so, say, right, come in and, you know, like, hold this bag up in front of this light, and then sort of, you know, half an hour later you'd be doing something else. You'd be standing behind a fish tank or whatever. And then, you know, sort of a week later, you go into the studio and there's this, you know, he's got this sort of rough cut of a video in front of you, and it's like...
Yeah, I mean, we're not that sort of... We don't have that much input on the videos because we just don't really have that many ideas.
Yeah.
You know, we just leave it to someone else. I mean, obviously, if they wanted us to do something really stupid, we'd just be like, oh, I don't think so.
Like set up a tree.
Yeah, like set up a bloody tree.
This. What about the tree?
The first video that we did for Deluxe, which was like about a year ago, that was with Peter Scammell as well. He had this great idea about shooting a lone tree in the middle of a big sort of landscape. So he went down to Sussex and he found this tree, and then when we sort of turned up, and it was like middle of January, freezing cold, and the really sort of gale blowing through the place, and we had to sit up 30 feet off the ground up a tree with our instruments miming along to Deluxe.
Hours. So cold.
And did you think what a stupid industry the pop music business is?
Well, no, because we're just too busy being frightened of falling out of the tree, you know, like suffering from vertigo.
You weren't very happy that day, were you?
I think Chris was even less happy than me.
No, was this for Deluxe, that cut itself?
It was the first.
That was
we
the
did the first
video.
Yeah.
And then we made a second Deluxe video.
Which one do we have, Bobby? The first or the second? Can you remember? Yeah.
You don't know. One that
we got one with the heavy colour and the psychedelic.
Yeah, that's the new one.
That's the newer one. Yeah. Is that the tree stuff still in there?
No, it's completely different. We just went in and started again from scratch with a different producer as well. This bloke called Howard Greenhow.
Just thought we'd make. I mean, I think they wanted it for Gala, you know, because in America they released Gala, and so they wanted another Deluxe video for it. And so this is like better quality, you know, it's like better film, I suppose.
Yeah.
It hasn't got that sort of grainy indie image to it.